Octane anime action is the name of the game in Relic Knights. Mount up in your mecha and battle for glory at our Relic Knights hub on beastsofwar.com. Progress comes to a world of magic as science and the arcane combine to make marvels. Meet steampunk inventors and orc mystics at the Volsun hub on beastsofwar.com.
Hey everybody, it's Az here. Thank you for joining us for another Let's Play. I actually have Ben with me today in this studio. For any regular Beasts of War members, you'll know what a treat this is for me. not to be looking through the magic mirror of the TV to get to Ben land. It's pretty cool. Thank you for coming in.
No worries. It's an awesome game to get stuck into as well.
Yeah, so couldn't resist throwing out a little challenge to Ben and saying, let's get something recorded, let's play a little game. And we've decided today to give Small World a go.
Yes.
Specifically, Small World Underground. So to give you guys a bit of a view of what this looks like, this is an underground cavern that we're going to be fighting over, where we have mushroom kingdoms, we have mines, we have black mountains, we also have crystal valleys and muddy swamps. And essentially we are going to be taking the control of various different races as we try and battle over this territory. And essentially we're trying to earn as much gold as possible.
Yeah.
So it's straightforward. Whoever has the most gold at the end of the game is going to take the win. The real cool thing about Small World is the races. So to show you guys what I mean by that, every game you play, there's going to be a selection of different races and special powers that are actually separate and get randomized at the start of every game and will change as we play through. So we're going to be playing initially with these 5 races, but as we play through and these races take over parts of the map and eventually go into decline, we'll then take new races on and try and conquer the map. And that's where some of the strategy comes in. And over the course of 10 turns, you'll probably see multiple different races come in with multiple different special powers that we'll kind of chat through as we choose them.
Yep.
Shall I go through the ones we have?
Yeah, sure. Let's go through the ones we've got.
Just to give you guys at home a bit of a feel for what you're going to see. So here we have flocking special powers. These are flocking gnomes. Now, flocking is going to mean you're going to get extra gold if all your monsters, all your army, or your race basically forms one giant territory. And gnomes are immune to special powers, so they're going to avoid any negative effects that might be put on them. The Mystic Drow are going to get extra gold for holding the Mystic territories, basically where the gems are. And Drow, they get extra gold if they form separate regions. So essentially, instead of having one block, they actually want to be disconnected from each other. That gives them bonus gold. If we look on ahead, we've got Murder Leeches. Now these guys are actually going to give you gold both whenever you get taken in decline for leeches and also when taken when you're still active.
Yeah.
That's what Mark's going to give you. Mining is going to give you extra gold for holding mines. And mummies, they're actually very slow, traditional horror movie-esque. They actually require extra tokens to capture territories, but they come with 10, which is way more than in other races. So you get much more, but it's harder for you to actually slow, meander, move through. Up the top then we also have Fisher Shrooms. So Shrooms are going to get extra gold if they hold mushroom territories, and the Fisher special power gives you extra gold if you hold pairs of river territories that are connected. Now you can go all the way up to the top, but those are probably the ones we're going to start with. And I'll just, Ben, you've already given us 5 gold each.
Yep.
So I'll pass these back in.
And from this point on, all coins are secret as well, aren't they? That's the main thing. So.
Really cool part of the game, actually, is that if you look on the back of the coins, they all do look exactly the same. So you actually don't know if it's a 1 or if it might be a 3, a 5, or a 10. But we all do start with 5 gold each. To decide who goes first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a 1. I'm going to grab a 10. I'm going to let Ben choose to see if he finds a 10, he can go first. Let's have
I can choose my
mini
fate,
game.
basically, yeah.
Which one would you like, sir?
Let's go with this one. Yeah.
Okay, that is a 1.
Okay.
So, oh my goodness, I'm going to grab the 10. So I'm going to be cheeky and I'm going to go first. And let's see.
It was all part of my cunning plan.
To lull me into
Yeah.
full
You go
sense.
first, you do what you want, and then I'll follow on afterwards, you see. So,
Okay, all right. So who have I got available? So this is where I have to make the initial decision. What race am I going to start the game with? I think... Oh my word. I was thinking about being really bold, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to take the flocking gnomes. So the gnomes, as I mentioned earlier, are going to be immune to magic, so I'll take them. They're going to grant me 6 tokens, and the flocking ability will give me extra gold if I form 1 territory, and they're going to give me 5 tokens. So I need 11 gnomes, please. While Ben's doing that, I'm going to bring down the races, and you'll see that a new one will become available. So on Ben's turn, when he chooses a race, he'll have another option, which is the Immortal Mudmen. Now, Mudmen are going to allow you to get extra guys back if you hold mud territories. And Immortal, I need to actually double check. Do you know what Immortal does?
Yeah, sure. I can flick over and find out what Immortal does.
There's so many different special powers and race combinations in the game. It is hard to keep track of all of them. So they come with really nifty little race and special power sheets that we will potentially refer to a little bit just to keep ourselves right. So what's Immortal?
So Immortal, when you are conquered, you suffer no losses and you withdraw all of your tokens from the region, which is pretty important.
Yeah, because one thing we're going to see as we start to fill up the map together is you're going to have clashes. So let me start to bring my flocking gnomes in. So to capture an empty territory, it's going to cost 2. So I'm going to come in from this side of the board and put 2 gnome tokens down to capture that territory. And then I'm going to come across and put 2 here to capture that territory. And then I'm going to move to this territory. Now this territory actually has 2 Cerberus poodles in it, which means I need 2 for the territory, but I also need 1 more gnome for each cardboard chit in there. So I'm going to need 4 to be able to take over this territory. And the reason I have done that is spread across the map, we're going to find little camps of these monsters. And these monsters are defending righteous relics and popular places. And because I've just taken one, I'm going to get a chance to draw one of these 3 from the top of the board here. Now we randomly selected, there's a whole pile of them to choose from, and I'm going to choose this one.
Okay.
So this is a magic carpet. So I'll show you guys what this looks like. So this is basically a doormat that just says welcome on it, but how this works in game terms is I can pop this into a territory and then basically fly anywhere along the map, so I don't just have to attack adjacent territories. So that might come in a little bit later. I've still got a couple of gnomes left, so I think what I'm going to do is put 2 here to capture that empty territory. And I'm then going to try and capture this Black Mountain territory. Now, usually it would be 2, but there is a Black Mountain cardboard token here, which means that's an extra 1, so I need 3. I only have 1 gnome remaining, but what I can do is roll this funky little betrayal dice. Now, this dice has 3 blank sides. It also has a 1, a 2, and a 3. So this reinforcement dice, as it's called, can be used on your last attempt to conquer a territory, and if it makes up the difference that you need to take it, you're going to get it. So I have 1 gnome, I need 3. If I can get a 2 or 3 in this dice, we're laughing and I'm going to conquer the territory. I get a blank. And I'm not surprised.
That seems to be always with this dice, yeah.
This guy
is the hated dice.
An absolute traitor. So what I've got to do then is lift this guy back up and now redeploy and reinforce my gnomes so they're ready to take any attacks that Ben might bring. So I'm just going to spread them out. So I've got 3 there, 3 there, 3 here, and 2 there. And we'll defend the magic carpet. Now, when it comes to counting gold, all you do is you count up your territory. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I also have the flocking special ability, which means I get 2 extra gold if I form 1 entire flock, which I do. So I get 6 gold, please, Ben.
There we go.
Not a bad start. It could have been a bit more exciting, but at least with the gnomes, I know I'm immune to those special powers. So if you come in with anything crazy, I should be resistant to it.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking, Ben?
Okay. Oh, I think I might. You know, I'm a shroom man. Let's go for. I think I'm going to pay for the shrooms.
You're going to pay. So if you want any of the races further up the board, what you can do is pay for them. So Ben.
Cost me 3 gold to do that.
What we do is we put a gold along each side of the races below. So anyone that comes later on will get that gold for taking those lesser races or the ones that have been skipped over. So Fisher and Shrooms, if you want to grab yourself 9 tokens. So the Shrooms, as we mentioned earlier, are going to give you an extra gold for every mushroom territory you control. And the Fisher special power will be an extra gold for every pair of regions beside a river or water feature. So I'll pass that to you, sir.
Cheers, thank you.
I'll move this down.
Okie dokie. So yes, let's see where I want to go.
So mushroom territories and river territories, pretty straightforward with these guys for the most part.
So I'm going to spend to begin with. I'm going to go 2 to there.
Yeah.
So I'll take that region for 2. I'll then take the one that is a mushroom region.
Yeah.
So I'll go with that one there. Then we're going to sort of cross over the water.
Yep.
So to cross over the water, you have to spend at least 1 to cross those river things. And then I'm going to take the other mushroom tile on the other side.
Perfect.
And then I think, just to sort of finish things off, we'll go for another coastal region as well. So we'll go with that one up there.
Perfect. So let's turn these around. That's actually really, really awesome. That was a well thought out plan. So you do, at the end of your turn, get to reinforce, and anyone who's in the river who can't stay there, essentially, that's all the races for the most part, has to be picked up, and then Ben can also redistribute any of his guys he wants to into those territories as well. So, since you're down sort of this end of the board, I think we're going to try and reinforce this sort of area. So we'll go with that, and we'll go with 2 there, and then maybe
we'll put another one over this side.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that's
and,
perfect.
We'll go with that. That sounds good to me.
So points-wise then, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 territories. Because of your shroom.
That's an extra 2.
So 1, 2 for there. Yep. And then because of your fisher, you've got a pair here and a pair there. So 2 more on top of that.
Yep.
So 8.
8. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
you just had to outdo
7,
me.
It's 10, isn't it? In the end? Yeah, because it's 4 river regions.
The river regions are when you have a pair.
That's when you have the pair.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yes.
So yeah.
Still managed to outdo me first turn. So that's
not too bad.
Setting the standard.
Not too bad.
Okay, so that'll move us on to turn 2.
Yep.
And at this point, this is where you decide: do I want to take the race that I currently have active on the board, or do I want to decline it? And then next turn pick a new race. Now I've still got plenty of gnomes left, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lift 2 from here. I think 2 from there, 2 from here, and 1 from there. And I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and start getting in Ben's way, because I cannot let him have all that water territory for free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the magic carpet to fly over to here and put 2 gnomes in there to conquer that. I'm then going to put 4 gnomes in here. So 2 for the empty and 2 for the 2 bears that were defending that mine.
Guys, yeah.
Yes, that's going to defeat them. And now I get one of these righteous relics or popular places. There we go. I'm going to choose this one. Okay, awesome. So this one, I'll bring this a wee bit closer so you can see. This is actually like a stronghold. This is a keep. And this is a popular place. And what that means is we pop it in the territory that it was found and it will not move. Unlike the magic carpet, it'll stay in place and hold there, but it will give me an extra gold and also an extra defense in that territory. And then I'm going to try and capture this muddy swamp here. I've only got 1 gnome though, so I'm going to need to use the dreaded dice. So a 1, 2, or 3 on the dice. You like to think 50-50. There's a 2.
Oh, it worked out. Oh my god.
I'm a little bit caught off guard there, because that dice never rolls a number ever for me. So a little bit of redistribution to do then. So I want to defend. Let's put a couple on the magic carpet. So there's 3 there, and I'll put 1 on the keep, I think. Actually, let's put a 4th one on the magic carpet.
It makes it entirely unlikely that I'm going to go for that.
Exactly, because for Ben to get through here, he would need to pay 2 for the empty territory, plus 1 for each cardboard chit. So I have 4 gnomes there, so he'd have to pay 6 to take this over, and all he would end up doing is killing one of my gnomes, and the rest would come back to my hand. So doing that to cordon off that bit of the board, I think is a reasonably wise decision. Yeah. So back to you, sir. What is your plan?
We need to score your gold and stuff. So yeah. I mean, I'd really like him not to get any victory points, but we probably should score this.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and an 8th gold for holding the stronghold. And I have no. I do have my flocking, but I didn't actually really think about that. I lost my flocking bonus because I now, because of the river, I've split up into two sides.
So is it 7 or is it 8?
It is 8 then.
It's 8. There you go. Cool.
So that's okay.
Change. There we go.
I denied you the potential some future goal, but I also maybe shot myself in the foot a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea though, because it's definitely split things up for me, and I have some really hard decisions to make when it comes to sort of where I want to go with things like that. So, but yes, my turn. So turn 2. So I'll pick up my shrooms, my lovely shrooms. So I've got 5 to play around with. Yeah. So I do quite like the idea of going for that mountain region.
Over this direction?
Well, there are those mushroom forests. Mushroom forest. That would be very good actually, because I could take 2 of those empty regions and secure myself some more land. It does mean I'm not really doing much to sort of defend myself against you. Yeah. That's the only thing.
And that's it. It's finding that balance between expansion for gold or when to head off your opponent and try and limit how much they can gain or how many attacks you want to do upon them.
Because then one of the other big things as well is choosing when to decline and sort of how that sort of fits into things as well. So, but you know what? I think I'm going to try and sort of solidify myself some more territory, I think. Okay. So we're going to go with 2 over here for there. We'll go with 2 for this sort of fortress there. And you know what? I will make a roll for that sort of mountain corner.
Right up here?
Right in the corner, yeah.
So you've got 1 guy at the minute. Yeah. So it'll be 2 plus the chit, so you need a 2 or better to get up to 3.
Let's hope it works.
Yeah.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately
cursed dice returns.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so we'll take back these guys.
Yeah.
And we will reinforce. I think we're going to do a little bit of reinforcing on this side here. So we're going to do 1 in there, 1 in there.
Okay.
And you know what? We'll go for another. Actually, we'll go for another one there. I think.
Okay.
Because I think this obviously has more mushroom on that side, so hopefully I'll try and defend myself a bit more. Yeah, we'll go with that.
You want to total up your gold then?
Yeah, sure. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 regions. 3 of those are mushrooms, so that takes me up to 9.
Yep.
And then I've got 2
pairs.
Yep. So that's 11 gold.
Of the riverside. Yeah, 11. Lovely.
Cool. So.
Still just outdoing me again. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, so gnomes on to turn 3 then.
Yep.
Gnomes are not super good at being aggressive, but I think they can still. I've still got enough tokens on the board to still do something with them. So I am going to lift the 1 spare from here, 3 spare from here, and I was considering even lifting 1 from somewhere else, which I don't know if that's a wise move. No, how cheeky am I feeling? Do you know
it depends if we want to try and use the magic carpet in some way.
It's exactly what I'm thinking. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to lift 1 from here.
Yep.
Extra. Okay. So I now have 5 to play with. And the first thing I'll do is use the magic carpet to fly up to this corner.
No.
Spending 2 for the territory and 1 to get first blood.
No. My poor little mushroom man.
No. So that denies your mushroom territory, which is essentially 2 gold. And I've given myself a reasonable chance to pay 2 for here.
And hopefully try and take that region
and
as well.
Hopefully, with a 1, 2, or 3, because it's 2 for the empty, 1 for the mushroom, a 1, 2, or 3 will allow me to take this. This is the nemesis.
I was feeling sorry for you, but now I shouldn't really feel sorry for you, should I? Really?
No. The nemesis of my happiness is that dice. So let's just put 2 there.
Okay.
So I've reinforced this little choke point again, and I've left 3 with the magic carpet again because it's reasonably valuable, and I also think that's a territory you probably want. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, so I'm left with. Let's just pick them up.
I forgot my gold.
Oh, you need to get your gold. Yes.
I don't know why I keep forgetting the crucial part of the victory points essentially here. So sorry, forgive me. So I have.
You're just thinking of the empire building part.
I'm enjoying the little drills on the gnomes. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 over here, 5, 6, 7, and 8 from the storm. So 8 again. Missing the flocking, not taking advantage of my special power at all at this point. Which is it is what it is.
I think you're balancing it out by being able to take some of my regions and remove the gold from me. So because I've obviously scored higher than you in 2 rounds, so this enables you to give me a little bit more of a back foot. So yeah. So yes, I'm left with 3 of these guys. Yeah. So that's not really a lot for me to take any of these kind of sort of areas on the board, I don't think.
Yeah. No.
So I might have to think about going into decline.
Okay.
I think. My one decision was to potentially go for this one here, because it's obviously another mushroom forest.
Yep.
But it would require a dice roll to try and take it.
Or if you could potentially lift.
Or I could leave one of my
guy.
other regions. That's true. That is true. But I might want to be the first one to try and get my hands on another race, I think.
Yes, and exactly that timing of choosing when the second race comes onto the board can completely change everything. Because the great thing about Small World is you can have an active race, but also an in decline race at the same time. So you could essentially have 2 lots of gold coming in.
I'm going to decide to go into decline.
Okay.
I'm going to go into decline. So I'm going to cut my losses.
Yeah, so all your extra mushrooms go back into the box, basically. And then all the tokens that are single here would just basically make sure they're all 1, and they all get flipped over to show that they are now no longer active and they're in decline.
And then we flip this guy over as well.
So you flip over your race, you basically take your race token, flip it over as well. And now we just do score as normal, but not all powers work in decline. Some do, but some don't. So let's have a quick look at your scoring.
Yeah, so I don't get anything more from the mushrooms or the fishery ability.
Okay.
So it's just scoring based on the territories I own.
Okay.
So I own 5 territories there. Yep. So I gain 5 gold.
5, yeah.
So, yeah.
So it seems at this point like a sort of weak maneuver. But that 5 gold now is going to keep coming in, and next turn you pick a new active race, and that 5 gold will essentially probably still be there to then be joined by the new gold income you're going to bring in. Yeah. And you could get that gold you spent back. Okay. So my decision on to turn 4. Yep. Tough one actually. I kind of feel like I might join you in decline. I think I will. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So my extra gnomes, so 2 from here, go away. He'll flip over. Flip
these ones over for you as
well.
well.
Thank you. These 2 will go away. So I still had 4 gnomes kind of extra, you might call it, but I don't think there was enough. I could have taken 2 more territories, but because you in declined, kind of forced my hand a little bit. I need to be able to react to you.
Yeah.
So these guys will go away, and I will just get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the stronghold does still work.
Yes, because it's still got a little symbol in the corner. That's the main thing for that.
So I'll get
6 gold.
7.
7 gold.
6 territories and 1. Yep.
6. Yeah.
So I'll flip my tokens over.
There you go.
And now we're back to the same way as we started the game. Ben now has the choice of all of the races currently available. So Mystics, Drow are going to give extra gold for the Mystic territories, and they like being separate. The Martyr Leeches basically love gaining gold for being taken out. Mining Mummies are going to give you gold for mines, and lots of mummies that are actually a bit slow. Immortal Mudmen, they're the ones that are not going to take any casualties from war and give you extra Mudmen back for holding the swamp territories. And we also had the Vanishing Will-O-Wisps appear. So the Vanishing, whenever they end decline, basically, as you see by the picture, it's actually a really nice little piece of art here. Whenever they go into decline, instead of hanging around, they just all disappear, and you get 2 gold for every territory that goes away.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yep. And the Will-O-Wisps, those guys are really awesome as well. Those guys, if you're fighting into or out of one of the gem territories, they let you roll the reinforcement dice. So we know it's a cursed dice, it doesn't roll numbers a lot, but it gives you a lot of opportunity to basically save tokens, because you could spend much less if it comes up numbers.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Well, I spent a fair bit. I spent 3 gold last turn, so I don't particularly want to spend the same kind of money going into it again. But I do quite like the idea of doing something that's a little bit sort of against, sort of potentially stopping you from considering attacking me.
Sure.
So I think I'm going to pay just the 1
to
take the Leeches.
Awesome. So I'll grab 1 gold from you.
There we go.
And that'll go beside the Mystic Drow, and you're skipping. Now you actually get the gold back.
Yep.
Because that was on the Leeches.
So it's a nice bit of way to save some money.
There we go. So we'll take these away. So you need to get yourself 9 Leeches there.
Yeah. Cheers.
I'll move these down. So that's going to mean we've got Adventurous Cultist coming up. So Adventurous is going to mean that you're going to get an extra gold for any popular place that you have. So like the stronghold on the board. And the Cultists are actually going to give you a Cthulhu-like token, which is going to make a territory immune and also make it cheaper to attack in to adjacent territories as well. So Cultists are actually really economically viable, but kind of quite high up the board at the minute.
Yeah.
What is the plan, sir?
Right.
Brand new race, brand new attack strategy.
Yeah. So I am pretty sure I need to come at this and sort of take a couple of your territories off you.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
You know, I've heard word of these pesky gnomes, and they need to be dealt with by the Leeches, you see. And because you're in decline, there's more chance of you to turn undead.
Yeah.
So I can use you in my subtle ploys, you see.
Okay.
So there's a narrative to this.
I like it a lot. I don't know, gnome Leeches just don't seem that intimidating.
You wouldn't, exactly.
You wouldn't see them coming?
Yeah, you wouldn't see them coming. Yeah. Sneaking around underground. Yeah.
Right, where are you coming from then?
I think we're going to start to deploy on this side over here. So we're going to go with 3 over here. So we'll take that one out there.
So that gnome is gone.
Yeah. Then we're going to get. We can either take 2 more territories for 3.
Yeah. So these 2. Yeah.
Or I could sort of break it a bit more.
Or you could head towards the monsters and try and get the magic items.
The magic items are tempting, but at the moment I think I need to try and sort of keep your forces at bay, I think, because I can always look for the magic items at a later date, potentially.
Yeah.
So, especially because near the top you've got like a 1 cost unit up there, well, a 1 tile unit that's defending that magic carpet. So
yeah, you've got to hold on to that magic carpet.
Yeah. I'll come for it later at some point, I think. So I'm going to try and go for the rest of your races.
Okay, sure.
And then we'll try and cut you down a little bit to size.
Oh, short people jokes, really?
To size, you say. And then we'll go...
So 3, 3.
And then we'll go for another 3 over there for those gnomes, I think.
Awesome. So come in from the adjacent board. 1, 2, 3. Do you want to do any redistribution of these?
At the moment, I'm pretty happy with the way they are. I think that's pretty good. Yep. Pretty solid defences and things like that. So we add it all up and see what we get. So I've got the 3 for the Leeches there. And then we've got the 5 for the gnome, for the mushrooms. So that's a grand total of 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not too shabby. Yeah. So the problem I'm now encountering is that your martyr ability is going to give you gold from the bank whenever I conquer your territories. And then when the Lich is in decline, you're then going to get gold from me if I take you in decline. I really don't want you expanding at all.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning towards the mummies because they could give me a nice hefty 10 tokens to try and lock down the board a little bit. The downside being that there's no gold on them. I'd be passing up to, I'd be putting 3 gold on the Mystic Drow, which I just don't know if I'm a fan of. This is tough. I'm really, I'm really not sure what the right play is here. Do you know what?
Because importantly as well, because of the way in which we declined, It's now when it goes to turn 5 for you to choose your race.
Yep.
Whatever you do, I can kind of react to,
Yep.
which is quite interesting. So that's some of the tactical stuff that goes on in Small Worlds, which I really like. So,
it's such a light game in premise, but there's some real tactical choices in there that can change the whole game. And one thing, I mentioned this a few weeks ago on a weekender, one great thing about the game you don't see that often is there's a different board for every player size.
Yes.
So 2, 3, 4, and 5. You have a different board every time, so it's always balanced. Okay, so this is start of turn 5?
Yes.
I'm going to go with my gut, and I don't really like this, but I'm going to put another gold onto the Mystic Drow.
It's making them a very tempting prospect.
It is, and I'm going to grab the Mining Mummies. So if you wouldn't mind grabbing me 14 mummies, I'm going to move all of these down. And we're going to see Muddy Lizardmen get introduced. So Muddy Lizardmen will gain gold for muddy territories, and Lizardmen can hop across the river without having to spend any tokens.
14 was it?
Yeah, 14 please. Now, downside to the mummies, as I mentioned, is they're slow. So instead of just 2 for an empty territory, it's going to be 3 for them. So these guys, although I'm getting 14, aren't actually going to move that fast, but I think it'll be fast enough. So let's have a look at the board. I'm thinking, so here would normally be 2, but for mummies it would be 3, and for your shroom it would be 4.
Yep.
My goodness, is that him there?
That's the ones, yeah.
So I've then got...
My poor mushroom men.
Yeah, but they're in my mines, and I want the mines. So I've got 2 for normal, 3 for a mummy, and 4 for your shroom, and I'll grab that crucially gold mine. Thank you. And then, this is the thing. I want to get this defense against the leeches going. So I'm going to go 2, 3 for the mummy, 4 for the shroom. We've got a big wall of cloth now here. Oh my goodness, so that's 2, 3 for mummy, 4 for the mountain, 5, 6. I don't even have a chance of getting that. And I don't know if mummies are good at crossing rivers.
Yeah, not even the risky dice can help you.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and get this place here. Now,
okay.
This will be 2, 3 usually, but it's going to be 4 for me because of mummy. So I need a 2 or a 3 on the magic betrayal dice. Oh, I didn't. No, that rolled off there. And it was, of course, a blank. So I'll redistribute the mummies to here and here. And
that's a pretty solid defense as well.
Yeah, it didn't capture that much territory, but at least it's kind of rebutting against your ability somewhat.
Yeah, and it's giving you a lot of options going forward. That's the main thing. A lot of tokens, a lot of things to play with.
Very much so.
You can go.
So I've got 3 mummy territories. I've got 3 gnome territories.
So you got 4.
Oh, 4 gnome territories. Yep. Thank you, magic carpet. And I got the strongholds. So that's 8 in total, please, for me. Oh, sorry. And I've got a single mine for mining mummies.
You do. So you actually got 9. Yeah. So if you got 1 that you can.
Oh, I suppose I could trade the bank.
But you get the magic 10 for the first time. So that's pretty good, right? That means you're doing well. If you get the magic 10.
The magic 10. Yeah. So over to you, sir. What's the plan? You want some of these guys?
If I grab my liches back.
So there you go.
Thank you very much. So I think these liches are gonna travel the oceans or the rivers, as it were. So yeah, I think we're gonna go over and start to despoil some more of your gnomish territories. I think, and I fancy trying to conquer this. I think so. We're gonna go with 1.
Yep. You only need 1 to travel through the water.
Yep. There. That lit sort of lays himself down as a body, a flotation device.
Oh, some poor little guy comes along to check on somebody, and it turns out he's a lich the whole time. He comes up and just pulls him in.
And then it would be 4 to take this one.
Yeah, so
I
2
believe,
for empty, 1 for the stronghold, and 1 for the gnome. Yeah.
So we'll try and take that. And we'll get rid of that guy. And then I've got 1 left. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to go for an easy. We'll go for an easy one. And we'll nominate this territory.
Okay.
And we'll go for this one here.
And you're going to involve the cursed dice.
Yeah, so we'll roll the cursed dice.
So any number?
Any number, it would be great. And then we'll do a little bit of redistribution.
Yep.
So we'll pick these guys up here. Now, in this case, I'm pretty certain that you're probably not going to go through your own units.
Is it because I'm made of cloth and there's a river there? Are you just
Yeah.
assuming that
You're just going to get washed
swim?
away.
That's racist, Ben. That's not allowed.
It's a lot of slaughter. And so
You can't spell slaughter without laughter.
True,
Yeah.
very true.
So where are you going?
I think I'm going to try and reinforce my existing locations over on the other side of the river.
Yeah, okay.
So we're going to go with 2 there.
Yep.
We'll go with 2 just there.
Okay, so we've got 3 here, 3 here.
And then just as an additional point, I think we're going to go with 1 here. I reckon.
So we got 3, 3, and 2. Just out of sheer bitterness, I want to prove you wrong and start swimming across the river out of pure malice.
Bring it on, soggy mummies. Okay.
So on to turn 6. We didn't do your gold yet.
Yep. So
I am just so keen.
Just take all the gold off everybody, don't you?
Yeah.
So 3 territories over there.
Yep.
1 over here.
And you got the stronghold.
And I've got the stronghold, so that takes it up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
And then I've got 2 mushroom territories left, so that's a grand total of 7.
Cool.
So yeah.
Wow, pretty tight so far.
And
Actually,
I'm going to give one back, just everyone knows I'm not cheating.
Oh yeah, I'll not look. Everyone can look very closely.
There we go.
Okay, cool. So, how many mummies do I have to play with at the start of turn 7? Oh my goodness, I have a lot, but they don't last very long. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I was thinking that if I went 2, 4, 6, that would leave me with 5, and I could come back and get that stronghold.
So this is turn 6 as well.
Yes, it's turn 6. Yeah. So I'm going to absolutely go 2, 4.
The mummies
6.
can swim.
Well, we can float or waft maybe, or I don't know, drift. I don't know what the term is. And then so this will be 1, 2 for empty, 3 for mummy, 4 for the stronghold, and a 5th one for the lich. Now, I am taking out one of your liches though.
Yes.
Which is going to mean you're going to get a gold from the bank for being a martyr.
Yes.
Yep.
Cha-ching.
The great thing for me though, I feel like I really wanted to do that maneuver, and these guys are going to come back because that's a mine and a stronghold.
And it's the stronghold.
So I'm going to put my reinforcements here and here. I think just an extra one, probably just there. No, do you know what? An extra one there. I really want to hold that.
Just to defend that stronghold there, yeah.
So this is going to mean I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6 for the mines, 7 for the stronghold, and 8, 9, 10. Another 10 round.
Another round magic 10.
Yeah,
there we
thank
go.
you so much.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if that was the best strategic decision, but I couldn't have my stronghold taken, and I couldn't have the ability of the mummies to swim called into question without responding.
Definitely. Okay, so I've now got a little bit of a hard decision, I think, because I still clearly have mushrooms on the table that are giving me their bonus for being in decline.
2 gold a turn.
But it is 2 gold. But then I don't have that many liches to play with either.
Yeah.
So it's all about whether I want to use those to my advantage to potentially take something.
Yeah.
Is it worth going into decline to bring out a new race next turn? That's the question.
Yeah.
But I think, how much would I need to take this one here? That's 2 normally.
Yep.
Plus another 3, so it takes 5 to take that. I think I have exactly 5.
You do indeed have 5.
And it would get me another magic item,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe I could use that for my benefit in the future. So I think I'm going to try and do that. So if I could grab back these liches,
1, 2,
if you're giving those
4,
out.
5, and then you just
and then we'll just jump
Chuck them
straight in
straight
there
in.
and destroy some gelatinous
So
cubes.
yeah, they got the cute little faces, man. They're so sad. That was their cube, man.
And then we'll pick one of these.
Yeah.
So we'll go with that one. Ooh. So what's this one then?
So this is the Mystic Fields. Now that's another popular place. It's actually called, I think it's the Diamond Fields. They will stay there, and what that does is if you hold any other territories that match this one, they're going to give you extra gold. So straight away, this one's worth an extra 1. So that's now worth 2 as a territory. And if you take over any more of the Black Mountains, it's going to affect them all. So that could be really impactful. But right now, you don't have any other Black Mountains on board.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, what am I going to do with my redistribution? I think I'm probably going to leave them almost.
Just go defend all. Just march all the diamonds in, kill some cubes. March all the leeches in, kill some cubes, get some diamonds, and then just stay there.
And just stay there. Live in my mountain home for the rest of my days.
Yeah, I think so.
Although I am slightly terrified about your approaches by sea, so I do want to try and...
See, last turn he said, mummies can't swim. This turn he says, I'm scared of your approach
mummies
by
can
sea.
Swim. Yeah.
That's perfect.
So I think, just to make it a little bit more expensive for you, we'll just distribute them a little bit like that.
Yes, and do you know what? I think specifically this maneuver, defending the mine, consider I am after mines, is legit.
Yeah. So, I have 4 lich territories there. I gain an extra 1, was it for the fields there? So that's up to 5. And then 6, 7 for the 2 mushroom territories I got at the top. So 7.
Ooh.
Right,
So
here
I'm
we go.
clawing this back a bit now.
Yeah, I'm going to have to seriously think about what race I need to pick next. I think that's my next move.
Okay. So
that's turn 7.
Yeah, start of turn 7. I think mummies have to go to war again. Let me see again. A minute I have to play with extra. So I have because I lifted a lot back last turn as well from going into the water. So I have 10.
So that's the thing with the mummies. They've got a lot of staying power. That's quite important about them. So yeah.
I'm thinking. Yeah. Do you know what? So what I'm going to do is adjacent over here. I'm just going to spend 3. So again, having to spend that extra 1 with mummies to take that mine.
But worth it, as you say. It's a mine.
It's a mine,
really good.
and mining mummies. Who would have thunk it? You wouldn't think they'd have the strength to hold pickaxes. I don't know. So we're then going to go across the water, which will be 2 for the mummies.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go for this territory. Even though you defended it, I will have 3 for empty, and then 2 more on top of that to get rid of your 2 liches.
Yeah, so I get a gold from the bank for that.
For being a martyr. 1 will die, but 1 will go back into your hand.
Yes.
That you can then redistribute once I've done mine. And I've got a bit more of a spread now, so that's just... I don't think I'm going to worry about you over there right now, so we'll just go like this. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for gold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mummy territories. 3 of them are mines, or 4 of them are mines, sorry. So that's 10. 11 for the stronghold,
yeah.
And 12, 13 then for the 2 gnomes.
Yeah.
Awesome, yeah.
How much was that in total again, sorry?
13, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep.
13.
Ooh,
okay,
yes.
okay, I need to stop this now.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh. Well, I have to really go into decline, I think.
You think so?
Yeah. I think that's going to have to be my ploy. Yeah, I need to have extra bodies to try and take out these mummies, I think. So I'm going to go into decline.
Okay.
I'm going to go into decline.
So we will basically leave 1 leech in each territory.
Yeah.
And the rest will go, sorry.
Go for it.
We'll go back into the box. And the shrooms then, unfortunately, are going to leave us.
Yeah, so they would go to the bottom of the pile, which in large player games means they may come out.
Yeah.
But
not too much of a concern in a 2-player game. You're probably not going to make it all the way through the pile.
Yeah.
So if I was to capture one of your in decline liches now, you would now steal a gold from me.
From you, yes.
Okay, so just something for me to keep in memory.
So unfortunately, I don't get a great amount of gold this turn. I only have 3 territories, but then I've got the one for the sort of fields as well. So that's 4 gold.
Okay,
so
cool.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Hopefully next turn we'll bring that back up again.
Yes.
Turn 8 then. So 3 turns left. I don't think the mummies are ready to go in decline. I think I need to hang about a bit longer.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. Because of the way that you positioned your mummies, it's been really hard for me to get to them and deal with them in certain situations and stuff. So
I was a little bit lucky that the combination of lots of mummies and then double black mountains. So this wall of hard to take.
It is very
here.
good there.
So yeah, I'm absolutely going to continue expanding with the mummies now.
Sounds like a totally good idea to me.
I've got every mine on the board.
You do.
So
you can go on holiday now.
Yeah,
choose wherever you want. Where do mummies holiday?
Nowhere hot. Nowhere where an errant spark might come along and just probably.
No mountains for you then. No volcanic mountains for you.
Maybe they go bungee jumping with their wraps.
Yeah.
Spiral down. Okay. Strategic thoughts. See,
I'm trying all these ploys. I'm trying to make him forget.
I'm not a great multitasker. Not a great multitasker. If you're going to write a CV of as multitasker, not on there. Not on there. Okay. So we'll go. Oh, I don't want to spend 2 to go across the river, and I also don't want to kill my own gnomes. So let's just go ahead and put. Oh, do you know what? Oh, I'm struggling. Yeah, do you know what? Let's put 3 here for this territory, and then I have 5. For this. So 3 plus the 2 big minotaurs that are defending this, and I'm going to see a righteous relic or popular place. We've only got 1 left. So it is
the magic sword.
So the sword of the killer rabbit.
That's the one.
So it'll sit in here for now, but at a later point I can bring this with me to a territory, and that'll let me capture a territory for 2 tokens less than normal.
Yes.
With mummies that could actually be really awesome.
That could be very good.
So a wee bit of redistribution to do. I've got 3 there, 3 there. I want to cover the edges of the board because that's probably where you're coming from. and I want to defend my mines, and I want to defend the sword. Oh man. So yeah, let's defend the sword, let's defend that mine, let's defend this mine, and that mine. It's all mine. I want to just hold the line, guys. Yeah, we'll just hold the stronghold. It's a mine and a stronghold. Okay, so gold-wise then. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then mines will give me 9, 10, 11, 12. Stronghold will give me 13, 14, 15, 16 with the gnomes.
Ooh. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I told you, man. As soon as you get the magic 10,
it starts rolling. These mummies, I thought they were going to be a reasonable choice, but they've actually worked out far better than I could have hoped for.
So I need to try and do something now, which will help me deal with this mummy epidemic.
So
I think.
You've got Mystic Drow, Immortal Mudmen, Vanishing Will-O-Wisps, Adventurous Cultists, Muddy Lizardmen. What's the thought?
I need to have a quick look again at the adventurous one. So it's collect 1 bonus coin for each region you occupy at turn end that contains a popular place.
Yeah, so we currently have the Diamond Fields and the Strongholds are 2 popular places if you were to get hold of them.
And then there's the cultists. In the first turn, place the Great Ancient in the first region you conquer. This region is immune and may attack adjacent regions at 1 less token than usual.
Exactly. He gives you the little ever so friendly Cthulhu symbol.
Yeah. You may use the Great Ancient into a new cultist region later on. That does sound pretty good.
Yeah.
And that might be quite handy for me with this this crowd of mummies.
Yep. It's that decision point between expansion. There's not a lot of free space left on the board. There really is only 2 territories here and 1 here. But then you've got 2 Black Mountain territories up here that are just
and importantly as well, I get 10 pieces. I get 10 pieces, which is a decent amount as well. So I am paying 3 to get them there. That's the only problem. But you know what? I'm gonna go. You're gonna
go for it?
I'm gonna go for some adventuring cultists. You know what? Let's get that. Let's get that done. Okay. I'll see if I can find another one. There we go.
So there's your Cthulhu.
Thank you very much.
And I'll grab these from you. So we're putting, oh my word, so we're putting a 1 on the Mystic Drow, a 1 on the Immortal Mudmen, a 1 on the Vanishing Will-O-Wisps, and you're taking the Adventurous Cultist.
Thank you very much, Az. Very good.
10 of those guys.
Yeah.
The Tomb Iron Dwarves then come down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So we've got to come in from the outside of the board.
Yes.
And then work your way through adjacent. So where are you thinking?
Yeah. And it makes adjacent regions, isn't it? Yeah. They cost 1 less token. 1 less token than normal. I think I'm going to come in from this side, I think.
Yep.
So we're going to conquer. So I conquer this one for 3 as per normal.
Yeah, and get rid of the mummy.
He's going
down.
He's gone into the dusty caves.
And you pop the
and I put my Cthulhu down, so my little ancient there. Let's turn these guys around. So they look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then this would normally cost me 4.
Yeah.
Because of the chits in there.
Yeah.
But it'll only cost me 3.
Yep.
Thanks to my ancient. So we'll remove those guys.
Yeah. So 1 mummy goes back to the dust, and I get 1 back. Oh,
there you go.
To my hand.
And then this is 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
I don't have enough to take that, unfortunately, at this present time.
Okay.
So, that one is the same as well. That magic sword, that's going to be a pain, I think.
If you could get the sword, it would be handy.
If I could get the sword, it would be very, very handy indeed. And that's definitely 5, isn't it? That's the problem.
Go on, mummies.
Oh no, it's 4 because of the
the ancient. Yeah.
Oh my god, I can actually take it.
Oh.
You know what? I am taking control of this sword. So yeah, so you get one of those guys back.
Thank you.
And we turn these guys.
Oh, back. 1 guy dies and I get the other ones back.
Oh yes, so yeah, that's the way around. Trying to cheat you there as well.
That's all right. Oh no, need them mummies. So any redeploying from yourself then?
Yes. Yeah, and at the start of my turn, I can move the ancient.
Exactly.
So not right now.
Yeah.
That's important. So, because that region is now immune. That's important as well.
I don't think I'll be able to get in there right now.
So I'll take the 2 out of there. Yeah. We'll take those guys. We'll take them. And you know what? We'll just bolster these regions, I suppose.
Yeah.
So we'll put 3 there, and we'll put 4 in there, I think.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Cool.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
So,
and pop my wee mummies back. Then just pop. Not that it's going to matter, but I'll just pop them back there for now. And then you want to do your gold.
Yes. So I've got 3 regions over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't unfortunately have a popular place yet.
Okay.
but I hopefully will next turn.
Hopefully.
Cunning ploy.
Yeah.
So 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 7 because there's also. Do I still contain?
You do indeed, yeah. It also gives you 1, and you don't have any other Black Mountain at the minute. No.
So I get 7 at the moment. So 3, 6, and 7.
Okay. So start of turn 9. I have far less mummies to play with now.
So that was another part of my sort of thinking.
Yep.
Like wipe out a couple of those mummies, potentially make you consider going into decline, which could be important, but we'll see.
Yeah, so basically, right now I have 6 mummies, and again, so it's 1 more for each territory. So I could try and take a couple more territories, or I could decline them, and then on turn 10, the last turn of the game, I would come back in with a brand new race, and there is Mystic Drow sitting here with 4 gold attached to them. Which would seem like an awful waste to leave there.
See, they were a choice that I was considering last turn, but because of the placement of some of my races compared to yours, it would have been very, very hard for me to get there and take those spaces with only 8 tokens. So it was an interesting decision.
And the thing that's putting me off from them is actually I would control the Mystic part of their special power. I control this. I don't want to attack your Liches because I'm going to give you gold. I can't have that one because it's immune currently, and you're in there. My Gnomes would free up that one, but realistically, it only really gives me 1 Mystic place to go and try and get that from. But, I'm not sure if that's worthwhile. Ooh, it's tough. I think. Oh, do you know what? I think I'm just going to go for it. Let's just have some fun, and I'm just going to say I'm going to end decline.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just flip over the mummies. So all these guys, it's going to mean a big drop in gold this turn. So
and the gnomes go away?
Yeah, the gnomes are gone. Put them out the way. So my gold now is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for territories. My mining no longer has any effect, and then a 6 for the stronghold. So pretty much half of what I returned last turn, but hopefully I can make that back up next turn at least. Even from the 4 gold sitting on the Mystic Drow is going to make that.
Oh yeah, that's going to really help. Yeah, definitely.
So penultimate turn for you, sir. What's the plan?
Yes. So definitely want that.
I don't know about that decision. We'll see. It's going to be more fun doing it this way, I think. But I might have put myself in a corner here.
So I think what we're going to go with is we're going to move my ancient. I think. Yeah. And we're going to make it a little easier to take some of these locations. So we're going to put this guy here.
Cool.
So I'll then pick up my cultists.
Yeah.
The various regions. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them to play with.
Yeah, and don't forget you got the sword to play with too.
I do also have the sword, yes, which will make things a little easier to take some of these places.
2 tokens less.
Yeah.
1 time.
So you know what? I could use the sword to attack your sort of stronghold, and it would only cost me 1 token, I believe.
So it'd be 2, 3, 4. But then your Cthulhu drops it by 1, your sword drops it by 2. So yeah, you'd basically take a stronghold for 1 token.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to take the killer sword, and we're going to take it over here, and we'll go in there with one of my fellows.
Oh, that is...
It goes in there.
That is brutal.
Yeah. Then, I think we're going to start to spread out and claim some more land, I think. So we're going to go with... it would normally be 3 to take the mountain region because of the Cthulhu. So it's -1.
Yep.
So we'll go with... the ancient, sorry. So it'll only cost you 2. It'll only cost me 2 to get there. And then I've got 2 sets, so we can go and expand a little bit more. So I think we're going to take more of the central regions, I reckon. Yep. So we're going to go with this one here, and we'll go with this one there.
Perfect.
I reckon? Yeah, sounds good to me.
So that was a pretty good turn. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so as it stands, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 for the stronghold. 9 because it's as the bonus for my adventurers.
Yep, perfect.
So it's up to 9. Then we've got 10, 11, 12, and then 1 more for there. So up to 13.
Oh, there we go.
So I'm actually now scoring some points. Maybe too late, but I'm scoring points.
That's a good round though.
So yeah, and it's over to you for the last
turn. So this is it. New and final active race. I think it just has to be the Mystic Drow. So
you make back a lot of the money that you spent and things like that.
So I'm going to get 4 gold. Can I have 8 Drow, please, Ben?
Yes, you can.
So these are now my active race. I'll take that 4 gold, make my stack look bigger, even if not that much more valuable. And okay, so I'm just going to double check quickly the Drow. So the Drow basically collect a bonus coin for each Drow region, not sharing a border with any other race monsters are in decline included. So I don't think, unfortunately, there's anywhere on the board that those guys can go where they're not going to be sharing a border with somebody. Unfortunately.
There are 8 of your drow for you there.
So I'm just going to go in and try and get some mystic territories, I think. Let's just do it by being bold and going 3 over here. We'll kill that cultist.
Makes a good decision, that one.
I think we'll go 3 here and kill that cultist. And then we'll just go 2 here and click that. And that's pretty much what they're going to be able to do for me. So gold-wise, we're going to get 1, 2, 3. We'll get 4 for the mystic. We'll then get the mummies, which is 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
So 8 for final round. Redistribution, so I should also do as well. I'm just going to pop those guys there and there.
Yeah.
And 8 will be my final.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
We made a slight. That guy.
Oh yeah,
there,
sorry.
But
yep.
other than that, that's fine.
Did I count that?
No, it was fine.
Yeah,
you still got to 8. That was all good.
Lovely.
So let's see what my cultist can do. I suppose. So 1, 2.
Where's the great one going to go?
The great one, yeah. See, it doesn't benefit me in any way now for me to take any of your locations.
Yeah, I've no more gold.
As scores no more, so it's completely up to what I do. And I reckon I want to just try and get as much territory as possible.
Yep.
So we're going to go with. We're going to. You know what? Oh, do we do that? Oh, it's a hard decision. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that your great one has nowhere where you can really go and have a huge effect unless you go here. But the downside to that is you then or there, but then you're going to be fighting against me. So
yeah, that is a problem. I think what we'll do. I do also have my sword.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Important. So I think we're going to move this guy just over here.
Okay.
So it means that I conquer this for 1.
Just 1. Yeah, perfect.
We've got 1 guy there. I then have to spend 1 to go into the river.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to fight something, but I do have the sword with me. Yep. So we'll send the cultist into the river.
Yep.
No doubt to drown in a horrible accident. And then we'll use... I could risk it with the dice, but you know what? I'm just going to use the sword.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use the magic sword, finally, to take this region over here with the mummy.
Just here?
Just to take that one.
So perfect.
So there we go. Okay.
We just need to lift this guy and pop him somewhere.
So we'll lift him up. Well, you know what? We'll send him back to his ancient.
Yeah,
seems like just a good place to go.
And what's your gold then?
And the gold that we get from this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Wow, 13 again. Nice.
So not too bad. So yeah, I lost some territories, but I gained some back as well, which isn't too bad. And there we go.
Okay, so that's our gold pretty much done. We went through, 3 races each?
I think it was 3 races in the end.
Yeah, so I had gnomes, mummies, drow, you had shrooms, liches,
and cultists in the end.
So yeah. We'll come back right after this. We're going to total up our gold and see who's held on to the victory here. Okay, so we've counted up the gold. We've got a grand total. I'm not going to lie, we made it simple for counting sake. I have a lot of 10s. I have an absolutely ridiculous amount of 10s.
Yeah.
I have 99.
99?
99.
Ooh, it was closer than I thought it was going to be.
What a denial of that 100.
Yeah.
What did you get?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 85. Ooh. So it was actually pretty close in the end.
Only 14 points in it at the end.
It's not too bad, yeah.
So I thoroughly enjoyed playing that, seeing the back and forth, seeing how it all kind of started on one side of the board, then kind of migrated over, how much that stronghold being revealed there kind of changed the need for both of us to go and take it back again. The powers, the ones that came up were very, like the Immortal, the Tomb, the Vanishing were all very late game, and they came up a little bit late, so it kind of forced our hand to maybe try and get a little bit more out of our races than maybe we wanted to.
Yeah. It's definitely an interesting game, that's for sure, and it really shines with all the different player counts that you can set it up for and things like that. It works really, really nicely as a 2-player game, as we've been saying, basically, and it's good fun.
So hope you enjoyed that, guys. Small World Underground, please do check it out. Let us know what games you like to play with 2 players as well. Comment below, and we'll catch you in the next video.
We hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now, and be sure to check out beastsofwar.com for the latest gaming news and gaming Let's Plays. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.